Imagine you're a shrimp, just living your life. Then something in the water starts glowing. Waves of dark and light roll straight toward you. You can't move. Your brain just completely stops. That's not a special effect. That's a cuttlefish. And it's about to eat you alive. The cuttlefish is not a fish, not even close. It's a cephalopod, cousins with octopus and squid. And it evolved the most terrifying hunting weapon ever. A built-in hypnosis machine made of pure light. No venom, no teeth, no chemicals, just its skin. And the craziest part? It's 100% colorblind. A colorblind animal controlling light like a computer. Science kept getting this animal completely wrong. Let's start from the very beginning. A cuttlefish looks like someone designed an alien. 8 stubby arms up front, 2 long tentacles hidden, a body shaped like a flat missile, 0 bones. But here's what makes it genuinely bizarre. It has 3 hearts, all pumping blue blood. Not blue like a saying, actually literally blue. Their blood uses copper instead of iron to breathe. Bright blue blood running through its entire body. Then there's the eyes. Don't get me started. W-shaped pupils, like a nightmare contact lens. That W gives them a near 360-degree field of view. It sees behind itself without turning its head at all. Front and back, both at the same time, always. It spots prey from surprisingly long distances underwater, but spotting the prey is only step 1. Wait, before the hypnosis, one fast thing. A cuttlefish has more neurons than most mammals. 2/3 of those neurons live in its arms, not its brain. Each arm literally thinks for itself. Right now. Somewhere. Okay, now, the hypnosis. This is where it gets unreal. When a cuttlefish spots a shrimp, it doesn't rush. It slows down, goes quiet, gets closer slowly. Then it turns on its skin, like flipping a switch. Scientists call this the passing cloud display. Like cloud shadows rolling across a field, on its body. Moving, scrolling, rippling endlessly across its whole body. When a shrimp sees this, something in its brain breaks. It freezes, stops swimming. It just stands there, staring. Lab researchers watching this happen were genuinely shocked. The shrimp wasn't fleeing, just completely standing still, while the cuttlefish floated closer and closer and closer. Then 2 tentacles explode outward in 1/12 of a second. The shrimp never had a chance. Already hypnotized. But scientists debated for years whether it was real hypnosis. Is it hypnosis or just a distraction technique? Here's what the actual research found, and it's wild. The passing cloud mimics shadows that crustaceans are hardwired to fear. Moving overhead shadows trigger a freeze response in shrimp DNA. The cuttlefish is pressing a button that says, "Don't run." That button is built into the shrimp's survival instincts permanently, and the cuttlefish evolved to hack it. Not by accident, over millions of years, with precision. It picks which skin display to use based on the prey. Against shrimp, it uses the rolling cloud wave display. Against crabs, it spreads all arms wide in a star formation. Against fish, it flashes iridescent patches on its sides. A full menu of psychological weapons. And it chooses. If the first display fails, it switches tactics immediately. This is not instinct. It's real-time decision-making. It's like a chess grandmaster on the ocean floor. Except the pieces are alive, and the game ends with lunch. But here's what scientists initially missed entirely. The skin operates as 3 completely separate systems at once. Layer 1, chromatophores, tiny sacs of pigment color. Each one has its own tiny muscles wrapped around it. Muscles pull outward, the sac stretches, color appears. Muscles relax, sac shrinks, the color vanishes completely. A cuttlefish has up to 10 million of these. 10 million. All controlled simultaneously by its walnut-sized brain. Layer 2, Iridophores. These don't use pigment, they reflect. Stacked nanoplates of crystal that bend light like a prism. They produce blues, silvers, and greens that pigment never could. Layer 3, Papillae. These are for texture, not color. They physically reshaping skin into bumps, ridges, spikes. If this is blowing your mind, subscribe. New video every week. 3 layers, texture, color, and reflection, all simultaneously. run entirely by a brain the size of a walnut. No paint, no ink, no dye. Pure physics and biology. It doesn't just change how it looks, it changes physics. This is why it looks like sand, rock, or coral. Same body, same animal, totally different light, completely unrecognizable. But here's where scientists completely lost their minds. The cuttlefish is completely, clinically, 100% colorblind. Their eyes have only one type of photoreceptor. One. Dogs have two. Humans have three. Cuttlefish have one. They literally cannot tell red from green from blue. Yet they create perfect, pixel-accurate color camouflage every time. Exact shade of sand, dead coral, open water, perfectly. They replicate colors they literally cannot see, with perfection. For decades, this had no scientific explanation whatsoever. Scientists literally called it the cuttlefish paradox in papers. Then a team at Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution cracked it. The W-shaped pupil is the entire key to everything. As the pupil changes shape, it shifts where light focuses inside the eye. Different wavelengths focus at different depths inside the eye. By shifting pupil shape, it scans through wavelengths like a dial. It builds a full color map from focus, not from color receptors. Like using a depth sensor instead of a color lens. Same result. No animal on Earth had ever been known to do this. The cuttlefish invented an entirely new way to see color, with one single receptor, one, against all known logic. But seeing color is only the beginning of what those eyes do. Cuttlefish can see something humans literally cannot detect: polarized light. Light vibrating in only one direction. Humans see brightness and color. Cuttlefish see orientation too. A secret visual channel nobody else in the ocean can tune into. And shrimp communicate using that exact same channel. Reflective patches on shrimp bodies broadcast polarized signals constantly. Those signals are invisible to fish, sharks, dolphins, almost everything, but not to a cuttlefish. It reads every signal. A shrimp thinks it's sending a private message to another shrimp. The cuttlefish just intercepted and read every single word. It knows exactly where the shrimp is, alert or relaxed. Before the hunt even begins, it's already read the prey's mind. And cuttlefish also use polarized light to talk to each other, invisible to every predator, a completely private conversation. Think of it as encrypted cuttlefish Wi-Fi in the ocean. But seeing, communicating, and hypnotizing isn't even the most devious thing. During mating season, male cuttlefish become brutal to each other. Bigger males block the smaller ones from females completely. So the smaller males evolve something straight out of a heist movie. They split their entire body display down the middle, literally. Left side displays female colors and female patterns. Right side blazes full male mating colors for the female. To the rival male on the left, just another female passing by. To the female on the right, a fully displaying attractive male. At the same time, one body, two completely different signals. Researchers who saw this in the wild called it tactical deception. That's science's polite way of saying this animal is lying on multiple targets simultaneously while actively mating. This level of complexity was not expected from a spineless creature. No bones, no spine, running a full masterclass in deception. But what happens when the big male starts to figure it out? The disguise drops instantly. The smaller male runs immediately, which means it knows it's lying and knows when it's caught. You've been hypnotized, surveilled, profiled, and now hunted. The cuttlefish stores 2 tentacles in hidden pockets behind its arms. When it strikes, those tentacles explode out from hiding. 1/12 of a second. That's the entire strike duration. The tentacle tips have suckers lined with sharp, tooth-like rings. They lock onto the prey's body the moment they make contact. Then all 8 arms wrap around the prey simultaneously and bites through the prey's nervous system with its beak. The whole sequence from spotted to dead takes seconds. But honestly, the cuttlefish's biggest surprise isn't even the hunt. In lab studies, cuttlefish passed the marshmallow test. Small reward now or larger reward later. They waited. Every single time. without a single failure in testing. Only a handful of animals on Earth can do this at all: apes, crows, dolphins, and a boneless creature living 2 years. They also recognize individual human faces consistently. They remember which researchers fed them and which ones never did. And they respond differently to each person every time. In a 2-year life, they develop actual preferences and strategies. That is not instinct. That looks a lot like personality. The cuttlefish is colorblind and controls color like a screen. It's a con artist, a surveillance system, and a hypnotist. It has polarized radar, 3-layer skin tech, and 3 hearts, all built into a boneless body the size of a shoe that lives for 2 years and then just stops. The most underrated animal in the entire ocean. Now you know. Drop cuttlefish in the comments. I read every single one.